Hey guys, CryptoDad here again. Thanks for joining me on the Saturday night live stream, live from Michigan, where you can throw out questions and I'll do my best to get them answered. We'll talk about Bitcoin. We'll talk about the markets. We'll talk about altcoins. I'm going to move some crypto around for you guys. And as always, I'm going to note the chat window and see if I can answer your questions on the fly and troubleshoot some of your problems. So let's go ahead and get started. Hey guys, here I am with the rig and my gaming monitor back there, and I've got my Bitcoin wall logo, and I've got it on Flash. What's it called? Flash or strobe? I think it's strobe, right? I got all these cool settings for it. I got the mic next to my mouth. I did a live stream on Thursday, and the first 30 minutes, the mic was folded up over to the side. It's on. Oh, and I forgot that wavelength thing. I'm gonna load that thing up. Where is that thing? What's it called? Well, maybe I can't find it. Elgato wavelength. There we go. Yeah. So when I'm doing Elgato wavelength, you can't see me yet. Let's go ahead and move over here. Yeah. When I've got Elgato wavelength open, I can see my mic, and if I accidentally mute it like this, it goes red on me. So I'm going to try to keep that over here on the side. It looks like it's maybe a little too loud. Yeah, I'll move that down just a tad. Hope that's better. Yeah, and I was really disappointed at the end of my Thursday live stream. I noted after I was watching it again that, like, in the very first few seconds of my live stream, someone was like, microphone. And I was like, just totally ignored it. Didn't notice it. I thought it was just people saying hello, you know. Anyway, I'm going to try and keep my eyes on what's going on so we can keep this thing rolling. I want to thank everyone that's here tonight. Dan and I were speaking earlier. Kenneth Wiedner, always here early. Nice to have Kenneth here. Hans Hannah 350, Dave Flowers, Joanne L, Mr. Miskey. Even with the nice run, I still have no profit to take. Yeah, join the crowd, right? Max Schlossberg, hello from Slovakia. A lot of people are noting that their relations or camaraderie with Slovakia. My brother-in-law is from Slovakia. My wife's sister married a very nice guy, Marcel, from Slovakia. And I think they're living in, it's not Denmark, it's the Netherlands right now. But I think they go back and forth to Slovakia quite often. His mom still lives there. I've never had the opportunity to visit. It would be nice, I believe. That would be cool to visit Eastern Europe and Eastern Europe. I've always wanted to travel. Did some traveling when I was teaching English, South Korea, and Indonesia. So it's wonderful to travel. Wonderful thing. Go see other people, other cultures, notice the differences and the similarities. Paul Wiener is here. I'm glad to see you here, Paul. I wish I didn't sell some of my Solana. Yeah. Well, you know, there were a lot of coins that I liquidated on, you know, in the last year or so because things were just getting just horrible. And, you know, I had a lot of positions that I liquidated that I saw in crypto.com were really high. So let's walk down memory lane and take a look at those. First of all, I need to do this. But yeah, I was like, oh man, I had a bunch of those. So we'll talk a little bit about crypto.com tonight. Let me get this phone shared with you guys so you can see what's on my phone. Let's take a look at the current price of Bitcoin on crypto.com, which Dan and I have kind of decided it's always just a tad high. I always thought of it as kind of a front runner, but yeah. Oh, see? Now it's up to 21,228. Let's see what's happening over here. 21, just over 21 by U.S. market standards, and 21,232 on Crypto.com, which is based in Asia. So I'm assuming they're querying several Asian servers, Hong Kong, Singapore, who knows where they're getting their market data. But I mean, they're not just pulling it out of their hat, you know, they're looking at some exchanges. Now, Ethereum is pushing 16 again, getting close. XRP over 40, just barely. Cardano back above 30. It was down below 30 last week. Avalanche doing well. Cosmos doing well. If you remember, Cosmos was down to around $9. And Compound is up 33. These are the highest top gainers, right? So yes, I used to hold Comp. I used to hold Solana. I had some Kyber network, not much. I had some Waves. I had multi-chain. I think I might still have multi-chain if I can find it. I had Harmony. Yeah, and Phantom. All of these coins that were, you know, I mean, way off their highs. You know, down 90% off their high. Of course, they had some upside room. And so let's talk a little bit about what's been happening over the last couple of days for those of you who haven't really been checking the crypto prices like I do several times a day. I'm going to pop out the chat and move it over here. Amsterdam, Holland, welcome. Brooklyn, State of Mind, good. Thanks for being here. Been to, I used to live in Brooklyn, but I was too young to remember. Brooklyn Heights, back in like the mid 60s. My dad was doing some kind of training there for like 3 months or 6 months or something. I remember looking at pictures of me being there. And I visited New York a few times in my adulthood. Let's see, Grant Caldwell from Australia. Chippy, who is here with questions just right out of the gate. Well, I don't know that we'll be able... We can play around with Monero a little bit. It's a little complicated, but I'll give it a shot later. Let's get through the news. Please show me how to secure FTM and Near on Ledger Live. FTM Phantom, I don't believe it's supported directly in Ledger Live. You can store it on your Ledger and manage it in MetaMask. So we can talk a little bit about that. But yeah, I mean, if you go to accounts and choose add account and look at Phantom. Oh, okay, there it is. Oh, maybe you can. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to need to connect my device, which it is. Let's just want to see what this is real quick before we get too far into this and see what happens. Okay, yeah, I think that's another one I sold all my holdings. There was some in there, though. Right? Oops. Louise. All right, hang on just a second. I had this cord around the other side of the rig because I was playing Skyrim. And I used that same cable to connect to the Microsoft controller. So I had it on the other side of the rig. Anyway, enough about me. Let's see. I guess I was in the Ethereum app, I'm assuming. It didn't ask me to open anything because Phantom is a... EVM. EV is in Victor, M is in Mary. Ethereum virtual machine based token / blockchain project, right? So it sort of runs on the guts of the Ethereum network, right? It's not Ethereum and it's not an ERC20 token. It has its own network, but it is EVM based. So you can manage it using your Ledger. Apparently now you can do it in Ledger Live. You used to have to do it through MetaMask, right? So that's really all there is to it. You don't need the Phantom app, right? You just it'll ask you if you can add a Phantom account using the Ethereum app. So really that's all you got to do. Just add a Phantom account. right? And there we go. Now I've got an empty Phantom account. And so if I go buy some on an exchange, I'll basically just do a receive, and that'll be my, my wallet address. When I do my withdrawal, wherever I buy my Phantom, I'll send it to this address, and then it'll be safe and sound on my ledger. Near token is a little different. I don't think Near token is supported yet. Yeah. I've managed it before on a ledger, but you have to use the Near wallet to do it. So that's a little more involved. Yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the news. Whoops. I'm sure everybody's like wondering what's going on with the market. Let's take a look, right? We've had just an incredible few days, and it looks like we're hitting our highs again this evening. We'll see. Things are being traded over in Asia, right? This is their morning. So Bitcoin retakes 20K, leading to a broad crypto rally. Leading as broad crypto rally continues. Okay. It's not the choice of words I would have used, but that's close enough. Crypto markets across the board surged this week, with crypto-exposed stocks also benefiting from the advance. Bitcoin's 2023 surge continues, with the crypto now above 20,000 for the first time since the FTX collapse in early November. The largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization started the week at 17,000. After hovering in the mid 16,000 area since mid-December, now at 20,250. This was a day or two ago, I believe. Bitcoin has gained more than 20% in the opening 2 weeks of this year. Still, the crypto, which topped 65,000 in November 2021, remains near the low end of a brutal bear market, right? Keep that in mind. It's always great to see these, pops, these high percentage pops. But yeah, you have to put it in perspective. Bitcoin's still way off its high. But comparing Bitcoin to its high is a little bit unfair, because it was only over 60,000 for less than a month, if I recall. Maybe slightly more. Over for the last 2 years, it was only over 60,000 for, a few weeks. So to compare it to its, booming high, a little unfair. Maybe it's better to say, well, it averaged around 50,000. So it's off that 50,000 or 45K, but still down, right? Indeed, 20,000 was once deemed a disturbing low, but now potentially represents a sign of revival. Now, keep in mind, for those of us who've been in the crypto world for a long time, between 2017 and 2020, right, till the end of, people banged on Bitcoin all the time and said, oh, it was 20,000 in 2017. Now look at it, right? That was always the argument. Rubini, Dr. Doom was always bagging on Bitcoin. Yeah, it was 20,000 in 17, but now it's nothing, or now it's, a lot less. Well, after Bitcoin broke 20,000 again in 2020, then people no longer had that argument that they could use to bang on Bitcoin. But it kept going up past 20K all the way up to 68 in November. Well, I don't remember exactly, 2021, whenever it was. And so now 20K is like the disturbing low. It used to be the high of the Ponzi, right? The bubble that popped 20,000. Now, they're calling 20,000 a disturbing low, Used to be, oh, well, you'll never see 20 again. Well, we did. All right. So all these stories that I'm covering tonight are linked down below in the description. You can just scroll down from the top. If you don't see all these goodies, just click show more, and you'll see all these goodies in my description. We got an agenda, what we're going to do tonight. We've got a whole bunch of affiliate links. You might want to check out the Ledger Stax. That's the new Ledger device coming out, which you can pre-order, ships in March. Another thing that's going on too with Ledger is Ledger Connect is now in beta. I don't know. I could try to play around with it a little bit, but right now it's only on your phone, which I don't quite get that. I mean, why is it only a phone app? Why can't they integrate it in their browser extension? It would make more sense to me. But anyway, Ledger Connect is a way of connecting to NFT marketplaces and other D apps where you don't have to enable blind signing in order to, execute transactions. I know that's kind of esoteric, but it's a big thing in Ledger. Blind signing is kind of like you have to sort of allow a lot of things to go through without seeing the details. This is basically what you're doing. And most of the time it's fine, but Ledger claims, oh, it's not safe. So they've got Ledger Connect out, but it's only for the phone. So you would have to do everything on your phone. And I'm not a phone centric person when it comes to crypto. I'm much more comfortable in front of my computer with a big screen where I can see what's going on, and my ledger is connected and everything. But yeah, we'll check that out in a bit. All right. So, and then, as I mentioned, if you keep scrolling down, you can see all these news stories that we're covering. All right. How to use third-party wallets? Well, there's a lot of third-party wallets out there. So, boy, you guys are just coming in fast and furious with the questions tonight. If I would stop jibber-jabbering, we could get through the news. Let's see. Well, it's 6:16. So Bitcoin price rally over 21K prompts analysis, man versus machine. Thank you for the tip. I appreciate it. Is it possible to have 2 Ledger Live accounts on PC? If possible, can you make a video tutorial, please? There are no what you might want to call profiles for Ledger Live, which would be cool. But they don't have those. Now, you can manage more than one crypto device in one copy of Ledger Live. But if you're sharing, if you've got spouses or roommates or brothers, or siblings or whatever that have their own device, you both can use Ledger Live and manage your accounts separately, right? You wouldn't be able to touch their crypto unless you had their device. So, but you see each other's balances, right? So what you're asking about is perhaps profiles where I could log into Ledger Live and it would have names like Rex's profile and Dave's profile. And then each of you would have a separate Ledger Live. You can't do that on one computer, but in one copy, well, you can, right? But not in the same copy of Windows or the same account of Windows. So what you can do is if you create a secondary Windows account. So what's it doing over there? Okay. So if you create a new account, what the heck am I doing here? I don't want to do that. You can manage multiple accounts in a Windows machine so that, and I don't know why it wants to take me over to Microsoft, which is kind of weird. It used to be able to, there used to be a section here, and they may have changed it. I don't know. It used to have like friends and family or additional accounts. That's really weird. Anyway, I guess they're doing it on a web page now. It just seems odd. Let's take a look. All right, so you log into your Ledger, or I'm sorry, you log into your, yeah, okay. I don't know. This is like my home network. This is not my machine. I don't know. But I don't know. I'm getting flustered here. So you should be able to like sign out and create a secondary Windows account. And then when your friend or your spouse is logged into their Windows account, they can install Ledger Live and it'll be separate for them. Right, because the preferences folder is going to be in a different place than your preferences folder. So that's really the only way to manage Ledger Live more than one copy of Ledger Live on one computer, is to create multiple accounts on that computer. So, and it used to be right in the settings there. I don't know why it's not there anymore. It used to say multiple accounts or family accounts or whatever, or create another account. I don't know, maybe Windows 11 has streamlined it now or whatever, but you can, at least I think you can still have multiple users on a Windows machine, just different accounts. That'd be the way to do it. So let's get through this news. Crypto markets today. Bitcoin finishes best week since March. That's March of last year, right? It's January, right? Should be March of last year. Solana's bonk barks. Solana's bonk, man. It's a Shiba Inu themed token. So on the Solana ecosystem, sort of a community project by the developers that wanted to distance themselves from FTX. The project's token bonk ran up as much as 3,200%. Oh my gosh. Can you believe that? In just 3 weeks. Ouch. Wish I would have got in on that, but I didn't. I'd heard about it. It really bothers me when I hear about a token and I think to myself, I should see what's up with that. And then I don't. And then I hear things like 3,200% in 3 weeks. Ouch. I thought about, we talked about Solana, I believe it was last week, how it was down 95% off its high. We probably should have bought some then, right? Oh, well. Tango 1941. Thank you so much for that generous tip. I really appreciate it. Man versus machine. Yeah, that would be the way to do it. If you can figure out how to get a second, multiple accounts on your Windows machine, should work out for you. So, it's a little inconvenient because you have to log out of your Windows account. So none of the applications that you have installed on the main account will work unless you install them for every user. It just depends, it could be a little messy, but once, like my mom and dad have that set up on their desktop. She has her Windows account, he has his. And, why doesn't Word work in my account? I'm like, well, you have to install it for your account. Anyway, I'm sure you'll figure it out. So we'll look at Solana a little bit tonight. I thought it'd been a while. I had to sort of dust off my Solana skills. We'll play around with that. I do have some issues that were brought to my attention by some friendly emails that I thought I might throw out tonight too. And I'm going to try to catch up with some of the questions. People are asking a lot of questions tonight. Bitcoin crazy from 17K to over 21 in a week, less than a week, right? Amazing. What was the thing that, I wanted to dive in a little bit. What was the one? There was one that said, analysts want to figure out where Bitcoin is going. And this is the important thing, It is very, it's kind of a rush when you're in the crypto market and these volatile periods of fast run-ups hit, and you look at your you look at the price of Bitcoin, or you look at your portfolio on your phone or your computer or whatever. It's quite a rush to see the crypto market take off. And that's kind of one of the joys of crypto, right? But I've been in it quite a while, and in the same sense that you can see these, these heady gains, quick and furious, you can also see pretty bad pullbacks. And maybe some people that just got into crypto within the last year are not familiar with this, right? They've mostly seen downturn, right? 2022 was a bad year for crypto. And if you got into crypto in 2022, you've mostly seen a down market. And over the last month or so, November, December, and, first part of January, we were seeing Bitcoin having lost most of its volatility. So yeah, it's very intoxicating when Bitcoin hits these fast run-ups, right? So, but you have to stay focused. It's the worst, it's kind of like the worst time to buy is when everyone else is buying, right? The best time to buy is when everyone else is selling, right? And you're sure of what you're doing, right? That could be risky, but that's really the best time to buy. So when you see the market taking off like this, it's very tempting to just jump in with both feet. May not be the best strategy, right? So is Bitcoin going to keep going up along with the rest of the market, or is this just a short-term bear market run up, right? So this is a pretty good article. It does an analysis of everything. Is the bear market over, right? Because we're in like the big picture is we're in a crypto bear market, right? So they looked at the fear and greed index here. Fear is not quite as high as it was, right? Fear has gone down a little bit. We're getting more into the greed. As far as market sentiment, I don't know how they measure this. Maybe it's some kind of poll they take. I don't know. Trading volumes could be a concern, right? We're not looking at huge trading volumes. Despite the strength of the recent rally, some analysts believe BTC price needs to remain above the 21,000 support before the current bullish trend can be sustained. Dan, I think Dan is here. I don't see him in the live stream yet, but Dan and I were speaking earlier about the Bitcoin chart, and his conjecture is that Bitcoin needs to stay above 19.2 over the weekend, right? If it can hold over 19.2 by tomorrow at 7, I think is the supposed close of the week, then we might be looking at some upside. If it fails to hold, then we're probably going to go back down again. That's Dan's take on it. Dan is our moderator. There he is. But a renewed bullish trend that started on January 1st drove Bitcoin from 18.6 to 18.9, yet a crossover to 19K is necessary to claim a new trading channel around 19K through 21K, which I think we've done, right? Resistance is expected, and Bitcoin pretty much broke that. Is it just a bear market rally? Bitcoin is still facing headwinds. Here is the important part of this article. The headwinds include massive exchange layoffs, right? Coinbase laid off a bunch of people, not just crypto related companies either. A lot of firms are laying off people. Amazon is laying off people. Some of the banks are laying off people. So we're in kind of, that's not good for markets, right? People being laid off. A tightening macroeconomy, right? Gemini and Genesis legal issues, and the potential establishment of U.S. House crypto-focused subcommittee. So we have a lot of headwinds against just an all-out bull market. Although I should point out that Bitcoin has always had headwinds, right? Back in 2017, when Bitcoin was, shooting up to 20,000, the rest of the world was against it, right? The only people that were bullish on Bitcoin were crypto enthusiasts like myself and risk, taker investors, right? But everyone else, like people, the man on the street, oh, Bitcoin's just a Ponzi scheme, right? Bitcoin, what the heck is Bitcoin? Bankers were bagging on Bitcoin. I mean, everybody was against Bitcoin back then, right? And then we had, our 2018, 2019, a little more acceptance, and then 2020, where a lot of institutions were starting to get involved with Bitcoin. But now that there's been more of a general acceptance that Bitcoin is a thing and that it is here to stay, and big companies are getting involved in it. Now we're pushing into the regulatory headwinds, right? How are they going to try to regulate Bitcoin if they can, right? And they can regulate on-ramps, which will make it hard for the little guy to get his hands on Bitcoin, right? So that's what we're facing now, right? Everyone knows Bitcoin is a thing, right? And that, still some people still bag on it. Like it's worth nothing. It's based on nothing, has no intrinsic value. There's still people out there saying that, right? But we know better, right? It's an emergent technology based on advanced cryptography, blockchain technology. It's decentralized currency that can't be manipulated by banks and governments, right? What more could you ask for, right? Anyway, so keep that stuff in mind before you go throw all of your money into the crypto market now, right? This may not be the best time to get in. You might buy some. We're going to buy a little bit tonight ourselves, right? I try not to be an investment advisor, but I do like to at least present the overall macro picture, right? I'm not going to talk about particular coins, this coin is a good coin to buy, that coin, Bitcoin I talk about because it's in the big daddy of the crypto market, right? And it's representative of a lot of cryptos. So some cryptos are just fly-by-night scams, or, companies with a bright idea that never get off the ground. But Bitcoin is here to stay, and some of the bigger ones too. So we'll take a look at some of this stuff. Dan is here. RJ Bizzle, happy Saturday. Don't think there's really any risk on buying BTC right now if you are in for the long haul. That is a good statement there. We're still looking at Bitcoin being way off its high, and if you're in Bitcoin for the long run, buying Bitcoin now can't be bad. And also, I should point out that even though I kind of feel like we're still in a bear market, this run-up really restored my, enthusiasm, so to speak, right? It's a good example that there's still a lot of pent-up demand just kind of bubbling under the surface for cryptocurrencies. People haven't given up on cryptocurrencies in general, right? Haven't completely given up. So these short, fast, strong rallies bring that home, right? That crypto is not dead. It's in a bear market, but there's still a lot of people out there that believe in crypto. And it seems like over the last couple of days, people felt like, well, maybe we're off our bottom now, and started piling in, right? So we'll see. But also, I believe this chart here says that it's oversold. I don't remember where that is. Here. Bitcoin is oversold, could be a bit of a pullback, right, from its oversold conditions. Historical analysis points to a new Bitcoin bottom, right? The new bottom, historically, the death cross level shows 23.5 bottom. Yeah, I'm not sure about this one. Yeah, well, so we could see a downside again, right? According to some of these analysts, right? Comparing it to previous markets, I'll let you read all these stuff, right? All right, and then this one, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, Coinbase, or CoinDesk, among the media outlets seeking to know who bailed out Sam Bankman-Fried. We need to know. It should be public knowledge. Lawyers, if you remember, Sam Bankman-Fried had a $250 million bail, right? And somebody bailed him out, right? His parents vouched for him with their house, which wasn't anywhere close to $250 million. So two anonymous non-parental parties, non-parental, that's kind of weird. You're like, hey, I got a friend of mine, he's non-parental, which means he's not my parents. This is non-parental, just covers just about everyone, right? It's not your parents. But anyway, non-family, what might have been seems more appropriate, but yeah, somebody that's not his family vouched for him. All right. Who knows who? Following the collapse, he was arrested, blah, 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 blah. He got released on a $250 million bail backed by his parents and 2 other parties whom his lawyers requested remain anonymous, citing privacy and safety concerns. Okay. So, I mean, they obviously are acknowledging that he has, at least in the public eye, he's done something wrong, because there are a lot of people out there that want their money, right? So they're claiming, oh, well, these, it might not be safe for these 2 non-parental entities if people knew who they were, right? They might lynch them, tar and feather them, or whatever. The public's interest in this matter cannot be overstated, said one filing. District Judge Lewis Kaplan. We want to know, any purported interest in keeping those names secret or private is outweighed by the tremendous public interest in the identities of these individuals, said law firm Colis on behalf of CoinDesk. So we got the New York Times, I thought it was in the Wall Street Journal, Bloomberg, all like, it warms my heart to see these big media companies acting in the public interest, right? After gaslighting us for the last 3 years, all of a sudden, right, they're, acting in the public interest. We want to know who bailed Sam Bankman-Fried out. The people need to know. Like, come on. You've been censoring and gaslighting us for 3 years, and all of a sudden you're concerned about the public. Okay, I'll take it. Yeah. And then I talked about this one on Thursday. FTX has recovered over $5 billion in assets, bankruptcy attorney says. This might be part of why we had this rally, because a lot of people were concerned about the FTX collapse, as like, poof, the money just disappeared. And then, so that was a bad thing. And a lot of people lost money, and, crypto bad, right? People buy crypto, people lose money, bad. But then they suddenly discovered they had $5 billion laying around somewhere. They must have looked through their couch cushions. Oh yeah, look, here's another billion, right? So they announced that they had discovered $5 billion in assets that they didn't know were there before. And that, I guess, made people feel a little more like, oh, well, maybe crypto didn't just disappear into thin air. Maybe it's there, and maybe some of these people will get their money back. And I think that may have restored some confidence in the crypto market in general, right? We talked about this one on Thursday. Okay, so we're rallying now. We're at crypto.com is 21,170 and CoinDesk is 2116. Let's see, what's Cointelegraph at? Cointelegraph's at 2117, about the same as CoinDesk. They're pretty similar. Ugh, this website. All right, so there, we got through the news. Thank you. All right, so like I said, thank you for being here, everybody. I wanted to talk a little bit. I had someone asking me about stablecoins, and basically what he was asking was, hey, I've got some cash on the sidelines in my Coinbase account. I want to store it on my ledger. And I said, well, you can't store cash on your ledger, but you can buy stablecoins. So we'll talk a little bit about that. But someone had asked me, let's see, third-party wallets. Yeah, we talked about a little bit about third-party wallets. Kojo from Massachusetts. Nice to have you here. I talked about FTM on Ledger Live. Near is not supported in Ledger Live. I don't know if I have the Near wallet in my, yeah, it looks like it's down here. So Near has its own wallet, wallet.near.org. And you can use the Near wallet to manage your Near tokens. And, you would connect. I believe this is connected now. I don't know. Yeah. But you can store it on a Ledger device or store the private key on a Ledger device. But it's not, it doesn't work in Ledger Live. It's not supported in Ledger Live. You have to use the Near wallet to manage Near tokens. Right. H. Hedribien, that's Joseph. Thank you so much for the tip. I appreciate it. You're very kind. Every week you throw some of your hard-earned money my way, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's see. Bonjour, Jean-Luc. Cordobar. Oh, gosh, my French. I'm sure I mangled your name. Do you know a crypto company named Armex Chain and how to take the money? And no, I'm afraid I don't. Armex Chain, how to take money from it? No. I get a lot of people, like someone was asking me about internet money the other day, and I was trying to help them out, and we discovered that it was like some crypto project that had a wallet, but you couldn't buy its token anywhere. Nobody sold a token, that you couldn't even get a review of the token on CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap. And I was kind of like, why are we even talking about this? And then they came back and said, oh, it's available on Binance Smart Chain. It's just came out. I'm like, yeah, it's probably, I get the idea that you want to get in early, right? But getting in early is not really a sound investment strategy, right? Always looking for the next thing that's going to pop up. Oh, let me move my... You're much better off buying a decent coin, especially now when the market is so down. And if you hear about a coin and you go to CoinGecko and you can't find the coin on CoinGecko, then it's probably a little bit too risky. Not to mention that a brand new coin that hasn't even been listed on any exchanges is going to have very low liquidity. So if you go out and maybe try to buy yourself $5,000 worth of some, new coin, there's no way you'll be able to sell it. You'll look at, maybe the price will triple, and then you'll go to sell your $5,000 worth, and there's nobody to buy it because it's illiquid. That there's no liquidity, right? So it's better to look at decent coins and look at their use case, look at their history, and invest wisely. Don't be looking at these fly-by-night things. And a lot of people get sucked in by these scams too. There are a lot of scam investment projects out there that tell you they're the next Bitcoin, and that if you get in now while the project is new, they're going to make you a billionaire, millionaire, whatever. Those kind of if anybody reaches out to you, it's probably not a good idea. If you get a text or a DM or an email, that's like good projects aren't reaching out through email to people they don't know, right? You should be the one looking into the coin, right? If the coin contacts you, it's probably a bad idea. There are a lot of also, there are a lot of projects out there to say, oh, we're a brand new coin, we're doing this and that. We're the future of Web3 or whatever. There's that kind of scam. And then there's a lot of mining scams too, where they're saying, oh yeah, we're a mining company and we're going to mine Bitcoin for you. And, we have all these cloud miners and you send us, you deposit all this money into your account and we'll double it for you, because you'll be involved in mining. All that stuff is scam, just scam, right? So please, guys, this is really not an investment channel. We're talking more about managing, transferring, making deposits, where to buy, how to buy, that kind of stuff, but not what to buy, right? But I do want to keep you aware, of these scams. Okay, so let me look a little bit more here. Keep that thing over there. My wife is in on it, have some money, but we don't know how to take it. That's generally what I hear from a scam. Is like, hey, I put my money into this thing, but now I can't figure out how to get it out. That sadly, that usually means that you can't get it out and that your money's gone. I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, but and if you contact them, they'll tell you, oh, just a few more weeks or days, or put some more in, and then they're just going to keep pumping you. Yeah, but another scam is CoinTracker. People they'll contact me and they'll say, Rex, how do I get my money out of CoinTracker? I'm like, CoinTracker is not a wallet. You don't deposit anything into CoinTracker. CoinTracker just tracks your history. And so, but what happens is people get scammed by scammers claiming to be from CoinTracker. Somehow they scare them into thinking they need to do their crypto taxes or whatever, and that or they're going to go to jail if they don't do their crypto taxes, and convince them to deposit crypto into their wallet, right? And then, it's not a legitimate, they aren't the real CoinTracker company. They're scammers. But I've had a lot of people ask me, how do I get my money out of CoinTracker? I'm like, what? You don't put money in there. Unless, of course, somebody fakes to be, is a scammer and claims to be from CoinTracker and tricks you into making a deposit into their thing. Any kind of crypto investment where they're asking you to deposit money into, their thing, bad idea, right? If you want to buy crypto, then get yourself a wallet, sign up for a legitimate cryptocurrency exchange account like Coinbase, BINANCE US, Gemini, Kraken, Crypto.com, and, buy your crypto and store it in your own wallet. That's the way to go. All these fly-by-night investment schemes where, you're putting money into it, try to avoid that kind of stuff. That's not real crypto. That's people taking advantage of other people that don't know enough about crypto to realize that these are scams. So I'm looking at CoinGecko here. Look at Solana. It's up 79% over the week, right? From last week, man. We talked about Solana last week. Now it's up 79%. Still way off its highs. If you recall, Solana was like 200 and something, 250. Right? I think back in 2020 and 2021, I bought in around 50 or 60, and then it went up to like 200, and I was happy. So it's still way off where I got into it originally. Anyway. Yeah. So yeah, if they're not answering, then it's probably a scam. I'm really sorry to hear that, Jean-Luc. Let's see here. I wanted to scroll up. Some people were here early, just like shooting questions out. Okay, so we talked about FTM. We talked about Near. The new Ledger Stax will be shipping in March. I need to decommission my shed and get a setup like CryptoDad. Yeah, I probably spent too much money on this setup. It all started, I started with just a basic desktop and a webcam, and I don't know, my first green screen was kind of makeshift, and then I bought this, it was kind of like a curtain And I used that for a little while. It was a real hassle to set up. It was like, it had a metal frame and everything. But now I have this Elgato. Yeah, now I have this Elgato green screen thing. And it's like, it has a stand. They don't have a picture of it closed. But see the bottom part of it, you just like drop it on the ground and just pull it up, and it just clicks in place. And then when you're done, you just push it back down again, and then you close it, and then you can stick it under a table or whatever. So over the years, I've accumulated, several webcams and lights and extra monitors and all that stuff. It's just, you start small and you grow, right? So let's go ahead. Let me see here. Get past all these. All right. So as I mentioned, someone had asked me about storing cash on their ledger because it was in their Coinbase account. They were talking about British pounds, but they had it in Coinbase, right? So in other words, let's just say it was 1,000. I don't know what it was. So he had $1,000 in his Coinbase account in US dollar. And he wanted to know, how do I store that on my ledger? And I said, well, you can't store US dollars on your ledger. But what you can do is store stablecoin on your ledger. So you can take stablecoin that once you can buy stablecoin with US dollars. So let's say I wanted to buy Tether, right? And I could use my US dollars to buy it, or I could, buy it right out of my bank account. So you can just buy directly using ACH bank transfer. So, or if you, like this gentleman, apparently somehow he got his hands on crypto in his Coinbase account, probably by like buying Bitcoin or whatever, however he did it. And now he had a bunch of Bitcoin and or Ethereum or whatever he had that was in profit, and he sold it back to US dollar, right? So he had that part of it down. He's like, okay, I can figure out how to use my Coinbase account to buy crypto using dollars, right? From my bank or my debit card or whatever. He figured that part of it out. And then he was able to sell the Bitcoin back to US dollar and take profit, right? He had that part of it down. But, and I guess he knew how to put his crypto in his ledger because he told me he had a ledger device, right? But now he wants to store his gains in his ledger. He's not ready to buy back into crypto right now. That was how he presented the issue. And so he said, well, what do you suggest? And I said, well, he said, and then he added, I don't know anything about stablecoins. And so I said, well, you can't store cash on a ledger device, so you will need to buy some stablecoins. It's not that difficult to buy a stablecoin on Coinbase, right? You can buy and sell, or you can trade, right? So like you could trade Bitcoin for Tether. Well, no, I don't think well, maybe. Yeah, there is a Bitcoin Tether trading pair. So you can like swap your Bitcoin directly for Tether. You could also do that with Ethereum, right? You could sell your Ethereum for US dollar. And also, if you have US dollar in your Coinbase account, you can swap it for Tether, right? So if you're sitting on a bunch of and I don't know why he said, I don't want to put it in my bank. So he probably was adept at that as well. He's like, okay, I know how to like withdraw from Coinbase to my bank, but I don't want to do that. I just want to put the crypto gains offline somewhere, but not in my bank, maybe for tax purposes or whatever. I don't know what his motivation is. But so I thought that I would do some demonstrations of, okay, you've got some stablecoin in your account, and now you want to just put it in your own wallet, right? You want to store the stablecoin in your wallet. So we'll start with the basic case here. The basic case is that both Tether and US dollar coin are ERC20 compatible. So you can put them in your Ethereum wallet, right? So this is my Ethereum wallet in Ledger Live, right? And if you scroll down a little bit, you can see that I already have some Tether in here. I don't believe I have any US dollar coin in here. Oh, yeah. See, it's a zero balance US dollar coin. So both of those stable coins can be stored in my Ledger device. Safe and secure, offline, right? In my wallet, right? So that, okay, well, why not just leave it on Coinbase? Well, Coinbase might go out of business. Coinbase could go bankrupt. I could lose access to my Coinbase account, by accidentally putting in the wrong password. There's all kinds of weird stuff that can happen. And it's not a good idea to just leave large amounts of any value on an exchange, right? Also, if you store the stable coin in your own wallet, then you've got money on the sideline and you're ready to jump in and trade if the market turns around or whatever reason you have to get back in. You're more flexible when the stablecoin is in your own wallet, because suppose the day comes where you're ready to jump into the market and Coinbase is down, right? They're having problems happen. It doesn't happen as often as it used to, but it used to happen quite often when the market was going crazy. Coinbase would get overloaded and just go down, all right? So if the coin is in your wallet, you can pick and choose. Well, if Coinbase is down, I'll use Binance US. If Binance US is down, I'll use KuCoin. If KuCoin is down, I'll use Kraken, right? You're more flexible when you're storing your own stablecoin, right? Offline. And you can think of stablecoin as cash. It's tied to the price of the US dollar. So in order to store stablecoin in our Ethereum wallet, all we really need is the address of our Ethereum wallet, right? We can just hit receive, and there's the address of our Ethereum wallet. Ends in 2445. Now, notice that if I go down to US dollar coin and just bring that up, like the token, and hit receive, it's the exact same address, right? So an Ethereum wallet has a main address, and that main address will work for any ERC20 token that you want to transfer into the wallet. All you need is that main address, and whatever token you transfer, the wallet will know when it arrives. Is there a problem with my sound now? Am I echoing? A little hollow. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. I don't know what to say. How's that? Maybe it was too loud. Is that better? Is that better? Anything, sound is good. Dan is always like, the sound is fine. All right, I'm going to move it up just a little bit. Okay. 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 So Amsterdam, Holland is better. Not better. So RH is still has a problem with my sound. Not really a problem. Not better. No, better before. Better before. No. I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm just adjusting the, like, maybe if I turn the gain of the mic down a little. Is that it? Do I have playback running? No. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the sound. Everyone's complaining about the sound now. The sound is fine. So half of you think the sound is fine and half of you say there's a problem. I don't know what's going on. Oh my God. Well, at least I'm not muting the mic, which I usually do. Playback was the issue. Okay. I don't know what was playing back. Is maybe this thing over here doing something? I don't think so. I usually have that thing running. Yeah. Maybe this. I don't know. I don't think anything else is on that's running. Okay. Can we move on? Woo, man. Okay. Oh, I lost my train of thought. Okay, so we're talking about moving some stablecoin. So we've got our address here, and then let's go back over to Coinbase. Let's go into send and receive. Let's send $50 of our US dollar coin to our Ethereum wallet, right? And I'll type in 50 here. Now, when I hit continue, notice my fee here is going to be $2.29. But we can do it, right? I'll go ahead and sacrifice the $2.30 to just so you can see the transaction happening. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put in my two-factor here. And just so you can see this happening in real time. All right, so that's done. All right, and then we can go over to our wallet and scroll down to the US dollar coin and then just kind of wait for the US dollar coin to jump in here. Yeah, someone is asking about the Bitcoin address scheme. For Ethereum wallets, the address never changes. I think a lot of the cryptos are like that. But for Bitcoin, it generates a new address each time. That's the way Bitcoin wallets work. That has nothing to do with Ledger. Ledger supports it. But Bitcoin wallets will generate new sending addresses every time you send Bitcoin into the wallet, right? Unless no transfers have occurred. So you can go to your Bitcoin wallet and check the address, and it'll always be the same until some money transfer or some Bitcoin goes in there. Once a transaction hits, then it's going to generate a new address after that. However, you can continue to use old addresses. So if you get an address for your Bitcoin wallet, you plug it into Gemini or Coinbase and you whitelist it, you can continue to use that address over and over again. The Bitcoin will always end up in the wallet, right? The reason that the Bitcoin wallet generates a new sending address each time is to improve privacy, right? Because you don't see the entire transaction history when you check that sending address, right? So if you were running a coffee shop or a bakery or whatever, and you were accepting Bitcoin, and you showed you said, okay, send your Bitcoin to this address, and your customer checked the Bitcoin address, they could see, how all your transactions, they could look at your whole history and go, hey, you charged this guy $10 more than me, or you charged me $10 more than the guy before me, or whatever. You don't want people seeing your transaction history. That's why Bitcoin wallets generate new addresses each time. Now, why Ethereum doesn't do that, I don't know. Right? So we got our $50, but it cost us it cost us $2.60, whatever it was. Right? So a safe, secure way to store your stablecoin offline, so you remain flexible, right? And you maintain custody over your own stablecoin, and it's not volatile, right? Yeah, we all know we can store crypto in our wallet, but crypto is up one day, down the next, right? So, yeah, long term, that's great, but some people they have a certain amount of money that they want to play with or keep on the sideline, and they don't want to watch its value go fluctuating up and down every day. So this is the way we store stablecoin. Now, you can also stake stablecoins, but we won't go into all of that right now. Some of these staking platforms are kind of defunct now because people lost confidence in crypto. They used to, when times are good, staking is a good strategy. When times are bad, staking can be a little iffy, right? Because you may not be, total value locked is way down right now. Anyway, we won't go into staking stable coins, right? We're just going to talk about storing stable coins tonight. Why am I doing this? Am I just a good guy? Well, this is my channel, right? I've been doing this channel since 2017. It's crypto education. I'm not out here shilling coins and, you know. Anyway, let's try a different way to store our stablecoin, which is a little bit cheaper. And that is by using the Polygon network. Notice if we go over here to this Polygon account, that's a different address. We'll go ahead and use it. But anyway, we can store stablecoin on the Polygon network, and the transfer fees are cheaper. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the address here. Although this is also an Ethereum address. If we were to look at this other Ethereum wallet over here, you'll see the same address, right? So it is the same address as my Ethereum wallet. But if we're careful when we withdraw our US dollar coin to that address, we'll go ahead and send the balance, right? We need to make sure that we switch networks from Ethereum to Polygon. Notice they also have Solana and Avalanche as well, right? All right, I know what I'm doing, right? Now notice that my fee is only about a dime as opposed to $2.50. So now we're doing it a lot cheaper. So we'll send this over. And I'm going to put in this code. I'm looking at my phone, 412-269. All right, and that's done. So now we'll go over here, and I don't think that I've ever stored, yeah, there it is, US dollar coin. So I have stored Polygon-based US dollar coin in this wallet before, right? But even if I hadn't, it would basically just kind of show up just by using this address. Is that the right address? Oh, it's just contract address is different. Let's hope it shows up, right? Maybe it's going to take it a bit longer because it's, yeah, I'm going to go to the wallet there. Oh, okay. Now it says sent, but it doesn't say completed, right? I think it's still pending. Is Polygon exactly $1 now? That seems kind of weird. I thought it was more than that. Oh, US dollar coin. All right. Pardon me. Well, when it shows up, I'll feel a lot better. There's always that doubt creeps into your mind. Now, we could always go check and see if it accidentally showed up in my Ethereum wallet, which would be weird. Yeah, it's not going to do that. Yeah, see, there it is, and that's the Ethereum address. We are not expecting it to show up here. We're expecting it to show up. There it is. Okay. So it showed up in my Polygon wallet. So now you can see that we can use Polygon and in Ledger Live to store stablecoin safely and securely offline so we remain flexible. And then if we want to sell it, then we would send it back to Coinbase. But we need to be careful when we send it back to Coinbase. We need to specify that we're sending it from Polygon, right? So if I do a receive of US dollar coin, see, there is the Ethereum network. I want to switch it to Polygon. And that way, it's pretty much, actually, is it the same address? Let's see. Well, look at it first, Rex. AC8C. AC8C. Well, it's the same address. See, it's kind of weird. But you're just letting them know that you're sending it from a Polygon wallet. Although I think that you could probably send Polygon and without doing this, and it would just see it coming in and know, oh, this is Polygon based US dollar coin, and it would automatically convert it. So as long as you're sending it to the correct address, it's going to get into your Coinbase account. So let's go ahead and send it back. All right, there's the Coinbase address. We'll go ahead and send it all back. Right? It's going to cost me a little bit of Matic to do this, right? Because now I'm sending it out of my own wallet. So, but it's only costing me a penny to send this stablecoin back to my Coinbase account. Why am I sending it back? So you can see the process, right? Oh, it wanted me to open the Polygon app. So what's going on here? Yeah. So it wants me to open the Polygon app to authorize this outgoing transaction, right? So I'm using the Polygon wallet to make this transfer. Now it should ask me to verify the outgoing transaction. So I'll use the metal button to scroll through. There's the amount I'm sending. There's the address I'm sending to. That's my Coinbase account address. There's those Matic fees, which are really low. I'll click accept and send. And it's on its way, right? So we're sending stablecoin back and forth. Whoops. We're sending stablecoin back and forth between our wallet and our exchange for really low fees. Right? It was like 9 cents to put it in my wallet. It was like 1 cent to get it out of my wallet. And I can remain flexible. Right? Now, of course, you might be using a larger amount. Like, say, yours is $5,000 or $10,000, right? So you can manage it very cheaply and effectively using Polygon to store your stablecoins on the sidelines for when you're ready to jump back in to the market. CryptoGod, is having your MetaMask connected by Ledger as safe as just keeping it on your Ledger? Yes, because they're both the same thing. I know it seems confusing that somehow your what's the word I'm looking for? Drawing a blank here. It seems like maybe you're putting it at risk by connecting it to MetaMask, but you're not, right? Because MetaMask is a it's a non-custodial cryptocurrency wallet, and it can take advantage of the features of the Ledger device in the same way that Ledger Live can. The Ledger device is compatible with lots of third-party wallets. That was how it got its start. When Ledger and Trezor first debuted, there was no software. There were just wallets that supported the device, right? It was only over time that these companies started hiring developers to create their own software suites for the beginners to make them feel safe and secure. But connecting your Ledger device to MetaMask is just as safe as using it in Ledger Live, right? It's the Ledger device only responds to certain requests, right? Cryptographic requests, right? So a Ledger is waiting for a coded message, right? There are no, the Ledger has never been hacked. That's one of the things that Ledger lays claim to fame. People have been hacked by inadvertently being tricked into revealing their backup phrases, but the device has never been hacked in that sense. Now, there have been like experts that have taken the device apart with soldering tools. That's a whole nother ball game, right? That's completely, and you have to be an expert to do that, and you have to have physical possession of the device to do that. But no one has ever remotely hacked a Ledger device, and it's certainly not going to happen in MetaMask. MetaMask is open source code, if I'm not mistaken. So if we're using MetaMask, we can safely connect our Ledger and then access all of the same accounts that I access over in Ledger Live, right? So this is the Ledger main account that we're looking at here. Right, same balance, 0.0315. 0.0316. It's rough. It's basically the same wallet, right? All the same tokens too, right? Now, one more other thing that I wanted to, yes, I'm not seeing man versus machine. Oh, here. When I send Bitcoin from exchange, bought it at 15 to Ledger Live, which is 20, will it be some scale buy from exchange? I think it's the age-old question of, does my crypto change? Does my crypto lock value when I put it in my wallet? I don't know what people think that. If I take Bitcoin and I stick it in my wallet and the price of Bitcoin changes, is the Bitcoin in my wallet stuck at the old price? No, that's not. Just like if you take gold, put it under your bed, and the price of gold goes up. Is the gold under your bed worth more now? Yes. Right? You take it down to the shop and you get a better price for it than when you bought it. Same with Bitcoin, right? You put it in your wallet, and when the price of Bitcoin changes, you move it back to the exchange and sell it, if that's your intention, right? It's still the price, the Bitcoin, if the price of Bitcoin goes up, then the Bitcoin in your wallet, the value of the Bitcoin in your wallet also goes up. Mention Monero. Okay, you're not going to give up on that, are you? Okay. Monero requires a third-party wallet called the GUI Monero wallet. You can download it at getmonero.org. All right, so you go to this website. Make sure you're on the right one, because there are a lot of phishing websites if you were to accidentally misspell this. And don't go to Monero.com. Yeah, these are all scams, right? You want getmonero.org. Right? You download their software for Windows. You run the install, and then you launch it, right? I've got my Ledger device attached at the moment, so I'm just going to put in my password. I need to, you have to be in the app or it doesn't see the device, right? So let's get in the app. Oops, what am I doing here? Here we go. I need to get out of this app, which I believe was the Ethereum app. All right, and then we need to navigate over to the Monero app, and we'll hit both buttons. All right, and then I'll go ahead and put in my password again. All right, and I'm going to hold this up so you can see what happens. Okay, so when I click OK, see there, it connects to the device. It tells me to export the view key. I click accept. I hit both buttons. And it needs to sync up to the Monero blockchain. There are a couple of ways to run this wallet. I can turn this off for the moment. You can run kind of Monero Lite, or and this is not. It hasn't synced in I haven't connected in a month or so, so it's gonna have to resync to the Monero blockchain. But that is the balance up here. I know that that's the correct balance, but this sync it's not accurate. I know it's not synced. So in a couple of minutes, it's gonna like go back down and say that it's not synced, and it's gonna it'll probably take it there. See, it's probably gonna take it like an hour or so to sync back up to the Monero blockchain. So if you have if you've never used Monero before, then like I said, you need to install this software from the Monero download site. And let me just throw that in here. Okay, and then after you get it installed and running, you'll need to get your device ready to go, right? So you would you'll have to go to Ledger Live to get the app, right? So you'll go into Ledger Live, you'll download the Monero app for your device, right? You've got your device connected. All right, you allow Ledger Manager, and you install the Monero app on your device. As you can see, I've already got it installed. But if you don't, then you simply search for it, right? And then you install it. So once you have the Monero app installed on your device, then you download and run this wallet. And when you run this wallet for the first time, let's see. No, doggone it, it's not what I was trying to do. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to get back to the main screen if I can. No, that's not what I'm trying to do. Switch to light theme. No. Okay, there we go. Close wallet. Okay. This is the screen that you would normally see when you first launch the Monero wallet. Well, you've got your device, right? And you've got the Monero app installed on the device. So basically you have a blank Monero wallet, right? Zero balance. First time. You launch the Monero app, you connect it, and then you say create new wallet, and you say create new wallet test. Rex test. This is not what I want. No, what we want, and I'm never going to use this, so don't worry about that. Oh, I'm sorry. Second, create new wallet from hardware. Sorry about that, guys. I'm not paying attention here. There. And then you give it a unique name, right? And then you choose the type of wallet that you have, right? They've recently added support for Ledger Nano S Plus, right? So I would choose Ledger Nano X, and then I would say create new wallet from device, or restore wallet from device if you use this, if you used your hardware wallet before. So like if you were on a new machine and you were trying to set up the Monero wallet and you have an existing Monero wallet, right? I'm not going to go through this because I've already done this. I already have a wallet set up, but those are the steps that you would do. And then once you create this wallet, I'm going to stop here. Oh, back to menu. That's what I want to do. Oops. Oh, it stopped. Okay, let's launch it again. All right, got to do this again. I've got to export the key again. All right. Right, and after you've gone through all that step, created your new wallet using your device, be it a Ledger Nano S Plus or a Ledger Nano X or a Trezor or whatever, once you've done that, you'll get to this screen, you'll have a zero balance, and then you'll probably have to wait for most of the day for the wallet to sync up to the Monero blockchain. Unless you chose a different it's there. There's a it hasn't taken me back to the main. There when you the welcome screen asks you if you want to what mode you want to use. I use advanced mode. It's more secure, but the entire Monero blockchain downloads to your computer. So you need speed, internet speed, bandwidth, and storage space on your computer. There's another mode, which I don't know, I think they call it light mode, which is a little easier to use. Doesn't require that you sync up, that you download the entire Monero blockchain to your computer. But I don't know why I can't get back to that. It won't let me. Oh, change wallet mode. There it is again. Okay. Simple mode or advanced mode. Simple mode is you're querying other servers for the state of the Monero blockchain. Not quite as secure because someone could feed you the wrong information, possibly. You know, advanced mode is more secure, but it is resource intensive. I need help with Jack's wallet. If I go to it from my Ledger laptop or my iPhone, my holdings are different from my desktop. Do you have any information that can get me in touch with them for help? Unfortunately, no. I don't know anybody at Jack's wallet. If I go to it from my laptop or phone, my holdings are different from my desktop. Yeah, don't know. What is Jack's wallet? Is that a Monero wallet? Is this it? Okay. Okay. Never used it before. Not really sure. Does it work with a ledger? Okay. It looks legit. I mean, they've got verification tools here. I don't know why it would be different from one device to another. It shouldn't be, unless they're different wallets. That would be, I would kind of look into that. If there's any way that you can see if you had two different seed phrases. Maybe you set up a new wallet when you opened it on your laptop or your phone. The laptop and the phone are the same, but it's different than the desktop. Is that what you're saying? It could just be a syncing issue as well. It's hard to say. Yeah. I've never used this one before. I'll put it in my new technology. Check it out maybe later. Okay. I did want to also cover a question that my friend with the email had. And after he asked me, can I store stablecoin on the device, I explained, yes, you can, and kind of gave him an overview. His next question was, okay, now that I have the stablecoin stored on my ledger, can't I just swap for tokens using my ledger directly, right? I get the feeling he's trying to avoid taxes. He didn't say that explicitly, but that seems to, when people are being kind of clandestine about things like, how is there a way that I can just do it on my device and directly, that little bell goes off in my head that says they think that if they do it directly that they won't have to pay taxes or whatever. That's usually what that means. And so, but a lot of people ask me that. They say, can't I just swap tokens directly on my ledger? And when they say that, what they think is that the wallet can just like swap tokens magically. Like it just like, okay, I've got XRP in my ledger. I've got Solana in my ledger. Can't I just swap them for each other right in my wallet? No, you can't. Not possible. But they do have this thing called swap, which allows you to swap Ethereum-based tokens. Actually, no. Actually, they'll let you do, like, say, Bitcoin for Ethereum, right? But it's not happening directly on your device, right? Notice that in order to do this, you have to sign up for this. No registration required. Okay. Let me see what happens here. Okay. They want me to connect my device, which I did. And it's checking. There must be an app that they're going to download. Okay, it's installing an app. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, so there's a exchange app. See, it wants me to open the exchange app. Okay, that's kind of weird. I don't know why I did that. Let's try it again. Ugh. Exchange is ready. That's kind of weird. I don't know why I did that. It's acting weird. Yeah, see, now it just bombed me out. Okay, it's doing that again. Okay. Whoops. Open the exchange, which I just did. And then it bombed me out and said that something's wrong. Nope. I don't know. I don't use this that often. I don't know what's the problem here. Let's look at a different scenario. Let's look at well, I don't know. Okay. Okay. So basically when you do this, you're using third-party wallets is what you're doing. You're not really doing it directly on your device. You're actually being directed to third-party exchanges. All right. See, you're on 1inch basically. So and you're gonna pay fees, trading fees or whatever. And I don't know why it's acting so wonky tonight. But you can do this on your ledger in MetaMask as well. So now that's slightly different than what I was going to bag on. So basically you're being redirected to third-party decentralized exchanges. So you don't have to provide any KYC information when you do these, if I'm not mistaken. Right? But you are paying trading fees, and you are dealing with an outside entity, right? You're not swapping coins directly within your wallet. Now, this buy and sell, which is not really swap, but the buy and sell thing, I don't know what this is now. They've changed this. Oh my gosh. I don't know what's going on. US dollar. Okay. Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm going to pay $100 to buy some Bitcoin. Right. And they've got all these payment processing options, right? So when people say directly on their ledger, it doesn't always mean that you're swapping coins directly within your own wallet. Your wallet can't do that. Your wallet doesn't have the capability of converting one crypto to another. It's only capable of storing individual cryptos in their respective wallets, right? It doesn't have that functionality. There needs to be liquidity to do that. I don't know if I can't explain it very well, but you either need a centralized exchange or a decentralized exchange. You can't just swap tokens between Bitcoin and Ethereum in your own wallet, because where is the Ethereum that if you're trading Bitcoin for Ethereum in your own wallet, where is the Ethereum coming from? It's not just going to like spring into existence on your wallet. It needs to come from somewhere. So centralized exchanges have Ethereum liquidity, right? You have some Bitcoin, they have some Ethereum, you give them your Bitcoin, they'll give you some Ethereum. On a decentralized exchange, it's pretty much the same concept, but it's more distributed, right? There's like hundreds of people using this exchange. Some of them may have some Ethereum in their wallets, and they want Bitcoin, right? So you go on the decentralized exchange with your Bitcoin, and you say, I want to swap it for Ethereum. Somebody over there may have some Ethereum that they can give to you. That's decentralized liquidity. But you can't just swap cryptos within your own wallet, not connected to anything else, because that would be like having the crypto just appear out of nowhere, basically. Can't work. It doesn't work like that. Anyway, I wanted to touch on that. Crypto God. Hey. He probably just values privacy, Rex. Okay. I've been schooled. I get it. Does not want to end up like a Canadian trucker. Well, I get it. Sure. Yeah. Probably. So his heart was in the right place, right? I guess I was thinking the worst of him. Avoiding taxes, right? Wow. My value sure has gone up since we've been on this. Like, let's see where we're at. Although I did withdraw some crypto. Okay. I was going to check our current price of Bitcoin. Is the market still going up? Not really. The market's not really popping. I just think maybe I just moved some crypto that was on an exchange. So our swap uses third parties, decentralized exchanges. The buy and sell uses third-party payment processors that require KYC. That's know your customer, which means you have to provide identifying information, right? So now this thing that was going to let me swap Bitcoin for Ethereum that kept failing, I don't know why it was failing on me. And I don't know what CIC is. Let me just see if we can find it. Maybe they have a website. No. Huh. Yeah, I don't know what this is. Let's CIC. Let me just try that. CIC. CC's Pizza. Office space for innovators, no. Certified insurance collector. What is this CIC? I've never heard of it. I'm looking for this logo here. Interesting. Anybody know what this is? Let's try this. No. Yeah, I don't know what this is. Huh. Okay. That's the Canadian service. XTC. No. XTC is still not compatible with a ledger. You cannot do it. And let's try it one more time. I get this question like almost every week. Someone asks me about CDC. No, I'm sorry, not CDC. XDC. XDC. All right. And if we go to... Okay, the XDC wallet. Create a wallet. No, we're not going to create a new wallet. Access my wallet using hardware. Coming soon, Ledger wallet support. Which it's not supported in Ledger Live, and it's not supported as a third-party wallet in the XDC wallet yet. So no, unfortunately, you still cannot store XDC on a ledger. XTC is Tezos. Yeah. Tezos has native support. For US-based users, Crypto Intercambino is our new swap partner, CIC, available for your Ledger Live desktop and mobile app swap tab. With CIC, you can securely swap a wide range of coins and tokens. Okay. Marco S. Thank you for that. Here we go. There's that logo. Yay. Okay. So is it LATAM? What does that mean? You learn something new every day. Latin America's key crypto adoption drivers. Latin America crypto. Is that correct? Oh, a Latin American exchange that offers swapping service for major coins. Okay. And people in the US can use it. Okay. Let's see how it works. Interesting. No registration needed. Oh, we got to put this in our poop-doo. Well, we should take FTX off of there, right? Buy FTX. You send 1 Bitcoin, you get 13 ETH. Okay. Okay, yeah. There used to be another thing like this that was called, I can't remember. I did some videos on it, but you can't use it anymore. It's in the US. I forget what it was called, but you were able to swap cryptos like this. And basically, you gave them an address of your wallet, right? And then they would say, okay, send us the Bitcoin, right? And then they would do the conversion and it would end up in your wallet, right? So, and I'm assuming that they've got this integrated with Ledger Live, right? Yeah. So send Bitcoin to this address. Yeah, this is what I want to do, right? And then they're going to say, okay, I'm going to get a transaction ID, send your Bitcoin to this address, and you'll get your Ethereum in your wallet, right? I'm surprised that it works, right? Because there was another company that was doing this before, and they got blocked in the US, right? You couldn't connect to them anymore, or they went belly up or defunct. They stopped working. I can't remember what that. I wish my brain worked better, but I remember I used it quite a bit to buy Monero back in the day because I could almost do it anonymously. I just opened my account with my recovery seed and added Polygon network, but it's not my original Polygon address. What are you doing with your recovery seed? Don't open accounts with your recovery seed. And please tell me you didn't type in your recovery seed to a website. Are you saying you restored your ledger with your recovery seed and then added the Polygon network, but it's not your original Polygon address? Yeah, because, well, I don't think Polygon would always have the same address if it's the same wallet, but you can have multiple Polygon wallets, right? So if you go to Ledger Live and click Add Account and choose Matic, and I open my Polygon app, you'll notice that in Ledger Live, I can maintain multiple Polygon wallets. So it's going to see the one that's already there, right? That's the one that's dim. Actually, there's two that are already there. And now it's going to let me do a third one if I want. But in order to open a new wallet, the old wallets have to have balances. I can't create 5 empty wallets. I have to create a wallet, put some Polygon in there, and then I can create a second wallet, put some Polygon in there. Then it allows me to put in a third wallet. So maybe if you try to create additional wallets on top of what you've already done, maybe you'll find that one wallet address that you remember from last time. Either that or you're using a different recovery phrase than the previous wallet that you had set up. I know that sounds crazy, but sometimes, you know how Sherlock Holmes says when you've eliminated all of the possible explanations, then the only thing left, however bizarre or improbable, has to be the solution. So I say that a lot with people, well, you must have the wrong device. And they'll go, oh, it can't possibly be the wrong device. I'm like, it could, because it's not giving you you're not accessing the wallet. So it must be wrong device or wrong phrase. Or you had a passphrase and now you're not using the passphrase, or you're using the wrong passphrase. So there's a lot of reasons why your wallet address might end up being different after a restore, possibly. So I'm just throwing some ideas out there that might, jiggle your memory. If you have a Polygon wallet in MetaMask, do you have access to the Ethereum wallet with the same address? Yeah, because in MetaMask, you can just if we look at my MetaMask wallet over here, let's make it big. Any wallet that you have in MetaMask, and I'll just clue you in that the ledger, 2 of my ledger addresses are being represented here in MetaMask, right? So, and all I have to do to see the Polygon balance is to flip over. You remember we sent some, well, no, we sent Polygon into, let's look at this one, right? Because this Ethereum wallet, if you remember, we sent some Polygon into this wallet earlier, some US dollar coin, right? All we have to do is switch over to the Polygon network in MetaMask, right? So now there's my Matic. Also, we should be able to refresh this. Whoops, I don't know what happened there. See, I did a refresh, and now it sees 4 new tokens. Right there, there's that quick. But I don't see my stablecoin. Where was my stablecoin? Let's take a look at that. Yeah, wrong account. Where'd it go? Why is it down there? It's good, weird. Okay. Didn't we put... oh, that's right. We moved it back. My bad. I forgot we moved it back to Coinbase. I was like, where's that stable coin I put in there earlier? All right. I'm sorry. I went a little crazy there. So, yes. So if you're using MetaMask and you have your ledger device connected, then you can just swap back and forth between the 2 networks to see the respective balances, right? Here's my Ethereum balance. I switch networks. There's my Polygon balance, right? Easy peasy in MetaMask. In Ledger Live, they just create separate accounts, right? So I've got my Polygon account with my Matic in it. And if I look at the address, it's the same as my Ethereum wallet, right? Or I can go over to the Ethereum wallet, check the address. It's the same address, right? Different networks, same address, because it's the same device, right? I logged in and out of my MetaMask and just disappeared one day. You disappeared? Or the Matic did? So you might want to try, like, okay, I could go to this account here and remove it, right? If I want. I could go to this account, Ledger Main, and remove that, right? So perhaps if you remove those ledger-based accounts and then re-add them, right? All I need to do is connect hardware wallet, say ledger. I need to be in my Ethereum app to do this. Right? You need to be in the Ethereum app before you do this, because MetaMask can't remind you like Ledger Live can. Ledger Live will go, hey, open your Ethereum app. MetaMask just goes, hey, your device isn't connected, right? So you have to be in the Ethereum app, click Ledger, click Continue, pair it up, and lo and behold, I can tick them off, both of them off, right? And click Unlock, and there's my Polygon balance, right? I don't know what it's doing here. I guess I want to do this. Okay. Okay. All right. So, and I can still switch back to the Ethereum network. So maybe reconnect your Ledger device if you're saying the Polygon just disappeared on you. Sure you didn't sell it? Sure you didn't wake up one morning after a bender and go, man, I need money, and then ran and sold your Polygon without remembering? I do that a lot. I sell, well, not wake up drunk or wake up from a bender, but a lot of times, you know, I'll sell crypto because I need money, and then a few months later I'll go, what happened to all that Polygon? You know, and you're like, oh yeah, I sold it. Happens to me quite often, unfortunately. Let's go over here to the second one. Yeah, let's refresh this list again. Yeah, because I thought there was some mana token in there. Maybe it was the other one, yeah. Ledger 2. Now it's getting confusing because I'm flipping back and forth. And then I, you know, disconnected and reconnected. So I don't know. Maybe it was Ethereum too. Who knows? Oh, there's some of that KNC. There's some Tether. There's all kinds of good stuff in here. Neko, never heard of that. I don't know what that is.
I don't know that one.
Echo. Yeah. And the US dollar coin that we put in there earlier. I still have $51 worth of sand left in there. I don't know what this is. Got a bunch of it though. Okay. Yeah, I thought that there was more. Anyway. Yeah, and also you have other networks too. If you recall, like I've got Moon River, you could see that I had that. I don't think there's anything in there on that account, but I think there was one of them. Yeah, here. This one had some Moon River in there at one point. Right? There's a little bit left. Moonbeam. Yeah. Actually, I think both of those, I put 1,000 in. I bought $1,000 worth of Glimmer and $1,000 worth of Moonbeam back in 2021, and now they're down to like around 100. I'm pretty sure it may have been $500 worth, but yeah. But I didn't sell it. I just left it in there. Harmony One, you can use the Harmony network on. I don't have it set up here, but you can use the Harmony network in MetaMask. Yeah, see right there. Yeah, that's poop. It doesn't matter. Why is osmosis keep coming up? That looks weird. Let's not screw around with that. I don't know why it seems like Kepler keeps coming up. I don't know. That's weird. I don't know. Yeah, things are getting a little funky. Yeah, this should be MetaMask. Okay, that's what I'm expecting to see, but I don't understand what this is. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, Harmony. Yeah. Anyway, there's also a Harmony wallet too that you can use. I think that's better because I believe you can connect your ledger to that as well. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. They've redesigned everything now. Whoops. Okay, they got a new wallet coming out. Whatever. Pfft, okay. Yeah. So supposedly you can manage Harmony within MetaMask using the Harmony One network, but I don't know. It looked kind of funky there. I thought that I had set it up early before, but oh no. Anyway. Any exchange can go down at any time. Your safest bet is to keep your cash, stablecoins, crypto off the exchange until you want to make a trade. Yeah, very true, Dan. How probable is it that Kraken goes down? Kraken is a pretty solid exchange. It's been around for a while now. Hasn't talked about any problems. But as Dan mentions here, any crypto exchange can go down. There are a lot of different things that can happen when your crypto is on an exchange. They might be temporarily down right when you want to make a trade. So it's better to have all of your assets under your own control when you need them, right? Also, you can get locked out of your exchange accounts by accidentally putting in the wrong password too many times, and then they lock you out because they think you're trying to hack. And then you got to jump through all kinds of hoops to get access. It happens more to old people like me that typo their passwords in. Also, you could lose your phone. And, pardon me, if you have two-factor set up, you could lose your phone or wipe your phone or whatever, and now you've got to, move heaven and earth to regain access to your account. So there are a lot of little innocent glitches that can happen that can lock you out of your exchange account. So why take the risk, right? The government could seize your assets if you owe back taxes. Hasn't really happened in the US yet, but it has happened over in South Korea. South Korean government contacted exchanges and found people that were using those exchanges that owed back taxes, and the Korean government seized their crypto in order to pay their back taxes, right? So why take the risk of storing your crypto on a centralized exchange when there are so many different ways things could go wrong? Rex, cometh on ledger. Do you know this? No, I don't. Cometh forth. Yeah. Is that a coin, cometh? I've never heard of it. Sounds like something biblical. He cometh forth. I don't see it. You talking about spaceships? I don't know. I don't think that's the coin you're talking about. I have a few XDC, but I can't put them on my Trezor. Unfortunately, no. I don't believe so. Oh, it's a game. Cometh is a game. Okay. Interesting. I think Dan was talking about that. I don't see it as a third party yet. They got a lot of stuff over here. Yeah. I'll look into that. Oh, it's on Ledger. Okay. It's a game on Ledger. Okay. I don't see it on Ledger. Or are you just talking about the coin itself? Cometh? Yeah, I still don't see it. I don't know what... Rex, cometh on Ledger. Do you know this? I'm not having any luck with this. Top right. Okay, top right. Up here, add account. I don't know what you're... I have Cosmos. Oh, thank you, Elvis. I appreciate it. Look in Discover. Okay, here, let's try that again. Oh, sorry, missed it. My bad. Sorry, missed it. I was right there, wasn't I? I can be frustrating sometimes, can't I? Okay, so it looks like you could, okay. Oh. What does this mean? Yeah, so yeah, it wants me to. Oops. Open my Polygon app. Okay, I might want to check into this a little more. Got to sign in. This is just acknowledging that I'm the one that controls this wallet, basically. They can notify me later. Okay. Ooh, it's got little sound effects and everything. Ooh, interesting. I'll have to check this out. Thanks for bringing that to my attention. I think there should be a big future in internet gaming, blockchain-based internet gaming. But I don't know, the initial gaming community reacted adversely to NFTs being integrated. There was a lot of talk about NFTs being integrated into like Ubisoft and Steam and all that, and all the gamers were like, So, but I think it's just the next generation, it'll start. Right. I think the current generation of gamers are NFT and crypto averse right now. You know, they're very touchy, but I don't think anything can stop blockchain-based gaming. Right. Interesting topic. All right, guys. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I'm going to wrap it up. I appreciate all of the questions and the suggestions. Header bin. I joined Coinbase a few days ago, but cannot find their 2FA setup. Do they support 2FA? Usually for Coinbase, you would go to, let me turn that off. You need to go to settings if I can find them here. You go to settings and then security. And then in security, you would set up your two-factor authentication. I've already got mine set up, so I don't want to, if I were to go into it, it might reveal my. No, it doesn't, right? It doesn't. So you go over here to your icon for your account, you go to settings, and then you go to security. And then down here, you can set up your two-factor authentication. Okay. Guys, have a great week. Be careful with your hard-earned money, but best of luck to everyone out there. Learn how to store crypto in your own wallet and transfer it back and forth when you need it. It's the best way to, you know, keep your assets under your own control. Don't forget, I do this every Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please join me for the live stream from Michigan, where you can throw out questions, and I'll do my best to get them answered. I'll hope to see you there. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you can click that will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again, thanks for joining me, and hope to see you again soon.